say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Corey Joseph.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
A look at the Magic starting group. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Corey Joseph is out there with Thomas. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, they've got Herbert Jones. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Ryan in at the 5. Boy, the regular season is coming to a close very quickly here, Stan. It's been a great year, hasn't it?
It's been incredible. Look, the talent level, the skill level in this league, night in and night out, just continues to get better. We see guys making great leaps. I just don't know where the end of this is, Kevin. It just is incredible.
And how lucky are we to get this front row seat? Oh, my goodness.
Every night, we are lucky.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Banchero. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
A dangerous score, really from anywhere on the floor. Banchero has all the tools to be great.
Pass to Nisi. Jones with it. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Orlando with the ball. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Here's Alvarado. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now, here's Joseph. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington. Pass to Thomas. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And it's Wagner missing. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
We know Coach Jordan Hawkins has already shown upside as a sharpshooter.
Yeah, Kevin, and here's what sets him apart. There's a lot of guys in the league who can make spot-up threes. But Jordan Hawkins is great on the move, and defenders have a very tough time chasing him around, and he's got the confidence you need to be great.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. are. 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at the Pelicans. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away.
Well, I think for New Orleans, they're just about ready to put a cap on one of the most disappointing seasons in franchise history.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. Here's Ryan, defended by Carter. Now Alvarado. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Wagner passes to Thomas. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Ryan. Buries it from 3-point range. Ryan's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Caro outside. Back to Wagner. Here is Carter. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, making those are big for Carter Jr. They keep the defense honest.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And it's Wagner missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Jones. Now Alvarado. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Wagner. 3-point lead.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Alvarado. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Robinson Earls checked in for the Pelicans.
Number 50, Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Orlando leading by 3. And stand after a few down years, the magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Second is Paolo Banchero.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Messi. Carter pulls it in.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Hawkins. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Here's Banchero. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Pelicans trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Messi, defended by Carter. Here's Hawkins. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Hey, they rely on Hawkins to stretch the floor.
Magic have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. It's Thomas on the wing. Carter sets the pick for Thomas. And the layup is good. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting. At a really high percentage.
Here's Messi. No scoring in this one. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins can't get that one to fall.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift. He led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Magic getting the bucket. Here's Alvarado. Orlando grabs the miss. Thomas got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Joseph. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Here's Hawkins. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Hawkins against Thomas. Pass to Banchero. A fader. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
The 1st overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line. But he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Pelicans trail by 10. Alvarado with it. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wagner passes to Thomas. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Franz Wagner. And it's Anthony Black in for Corey Joseph. That free throw good from Thomas. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now here's McCollum. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And they're on the break. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pelicans trail by 15. Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
That's nice touch around the rim. McCollum makes the most of his opportunities down there.
Isaac outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Isaac's got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ryan the pass to Jones. Here's Robinson Earl. Here's Tice. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jonathan Isaac. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for New Orleans, Daniel Tice, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Pass to Bitadze. Isaac with the ball. Right side, Thomas. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Murray scanning the floor. Count it.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Magic leading by 12. Here's Black. Still scoreless. Over in the corner, Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Black dishes to Thomas. The 3-ball. Black, no good. Pelicans trail by 15. Jones kicks to Murray. Nice move. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And so it's... the Orlando Magic with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Los Angeles.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, also Black out there, and it's De Silva in at the small forward with the fadeaway. Misses off the right iron. Pelicans trail by 18. Jones looking for an opening.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Pass to Tice. Shot clock at 5. De Silva with the rebound. Magic leading by 18. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. It's good. And the Magic lead by 19.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Robinson Earl. Now here's Jones. Fires from 18. And he gets the jumper to drop.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
Black the pass to Bitadze. Back to Black. Over McCollum. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Black's got 4 points this quarter. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Magic leading by 19. Black kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Black. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 14 feet away. Again, the Magic score. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. They are just killing them on the interior.
McCollum passes to Reeves. Back to McCollum. And Jones has it in the corner. And the Pelicans miss again. For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Bitadze. Here's De Silva. Takes a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. De Silva's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McCollum, no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Black kicks to Isaac. Caldwell-Pope against Jones. And Jones sends it back.
Just some excellent timing from Jones on the block attempt. It all lined up for him.
Batase with the bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
It's time for the t-shirt.
Let's look now at which teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Pass to Hawkins. There's a screen. Will it go? And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Reeves outside. And here's Hawkins. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Back to Green. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the middle from down low. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to De Silva. 20 feet out. Count that one. De Silva's got 5 points now this quarter.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Inside. Here's Green. That's tipped. Back to Reeves. Over Caldwell Pope. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low, Isaac. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Here's Bitadze, and it falls over the rim and in. Bitadze's got 8 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 29% in the second quarter, the offense is suffering. Green taking his time here. To the inside, 5 on the clock. A shot by Messi, no good. Orlando's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the layup's good off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And the shot goes in. And so here's Orlando. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Pass to Bitadze. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Pass to Hawkins. Clock at 6. Messi controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And good that time.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Pass to Messi. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Jones checked in for New Orleans. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. checked in for Orlando. Thomas comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Instead, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
And so Jones nails both of them. So, Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. Ryan, the pass to Hawkins. Over Thomas. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Carter. Thomas kicks to Wagner.
2 minutes remaining.
It's rebounded by New Orleans.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you got to love the vision Jones brings.
Wagner outside. Pass to Thomas. Kicks it out to Wagner. Joseph has an open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Joseph's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Messi. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Hawkins. Thomas with the block. They retain possession.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Pass to Thomas. Outside, Joseph. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Pelicans shooting just 34% from the floor. Here's Messi. Back to Alvarado. Looking to end the run. Jones, no luck.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And so it's Orlando with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the New Orleans Pelicans. It certainly hasn't been as competitive as we hoped it would be.
Shaq's already falling asleep over there. Wake up, man.
Yeah, we had to go to Taipei, to India, to Louisville. I was trying to dream up a scenario where they make a comeback.
The way this one's going, it's going to be hard to make that dream come true. Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Pelicans.
They've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lanes?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Here's Alvarado. Hawkins is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jones. And it's Messi in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Here's Alvarado. He's covered by Joseph. Jones against Wagner. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hawkins. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hawkins has got 6 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Wagner passes to Carter. Again, the Magic score.
Yeah, Wagner has the ability to spot these openings and moves the ball whenever he can.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Joseph, the pass to Thomas. Carter outside. Here's Banchero. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Banchero's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Jones. They set the screen to the middle. It's stolen by Banchero. Now, here's Wagner. 6 points for him. Thomas with it. He's covered by Hawkins. Outside, Joseph. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Pass to Messi. Jones up top. Here's Hawkins. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got 8 points.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Pass to Misi. To the paint. Here's Jones. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Wagner finds Joseph. Here's Carter, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 8.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Pass to Misi. Here's Ryan. 5 points in the game. Down low. Misi's shot is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Magic have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Hawkins against Thomas. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
They set the pick. Inside, and stolen by Wagner. And now Orlando on the break. And here's Joseph for 3. They grab their own miss. He gets that one. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Misi. Back to Alvarado. Just 5 to shoot. Ryan the pass to Hawkins. Over Thomas. Thomas with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 27. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
New Orleans shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And that one misses. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. A slam dunk by Thomas.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Now Alvarado. He has 5. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Alvarado. Back to Jones. Now Alvarado. Lets the three fly. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Now Thomas. Carter kicks to Banchero. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken it. Advantage of a really tired defense.
Alvarado with it. Down low. And he makes good on the layup. Jones has got 10 points. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Carter outside. Fires top of the key. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. And here's Hawkins. He's got 6. Pass to Jones. New Orleans moving it around. Now Hawkins. Over Thomas. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Alvarado. Pass to Misi. Hawkins against Thomas. Here's Ryan. Alvarado with it. Off target from three-point range.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Jones with it. Picked up by Banchero. A shot by Misi, no good. The Magic shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Carter outside. Pass to Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Thomas with the steal. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball, and then Carter with the dunk.
Well, look, everyone likes a flush. Carter Jr. showing his force.
.137 left in the third. The Pelicans shooting just 33%. In the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's foul number 2 for him. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Anthony Black in for Corey Joseph. Murray, the pass to Robinson Earl. Murray, no good. Murray's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Isaac outside. It's Thomas on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Black. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist.
3 points.
Thomas got assist number 8 now on the night. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Robinson Earl. And here's Tice to end the cold streak. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got his 6th rebound on the night. Black the pass to Thomas. Misses the 3. Well, for New Orleans, shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's Bitadze. It's rebounded by New Orleans. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here's Murray. Here's Tice. No good on the last second attempt there. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He's raised his 3-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Thomas. Then it's Contavious Caldwell Pope. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Here's Black. Orlando moving the ball around. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. To the middle. Outside for Murray. It's blocked. Magic shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%.
And really impressed with the aggressive nature of Isaac. He takes charge whenever he is driving with that kind of force to the rim.
Reeves left side. Drains the three-pointer.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Thomas. Isaac a screen. Thomas kicks to Isaac. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Thomas. And now Orlando on the break. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Going inside, and Thomas with the block. And they'll get another chance. Caldwell Pope finds Thomas. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They need this, and he drives in. Count it.
There's some power behind Murphy's drive. He can be aggressive when he wants to be.
Here's Black. Isaac a screen on Murray. Black the pass to Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Murray. Pass to Robinson Earl. This one for 3. Thomas grabs the rebound. Thomas got 11 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Isaac to the paint. Batadze the pass to Black. Open jump shot off the mark. The Pelicans have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Here's Murray. The rebound by Batadze. Batadze's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Black the pass to Thomas. Fades away. Again, the Magic score.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
That one good for 2.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
Here's Black. Back to Caldwell Pope. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Good on the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Lets it go from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Thomas got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Nisi. Back to Alvarado. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. And it's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Isaac outside. Now Caldwell Pope. Back to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Ryan with the rebound. Pelicans shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, when you watch everything Caldwell Pope does, it's possible he's still a little underrated.
Here's Ryan. Pass to Jones. Now Hawkins. Here's Alvarado. New Orleans moving it around. Jones from outside. Orlando grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
From downtown, drills it from outside.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Alvarado with it. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Ryan. Here's Jones. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, with the defense that Jones brings every night, scoring games like tonight have to feel like a giant bonus.
Here's Black, and it's Orlando with another.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here's Jones to the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Black the pass to Houston. Here's De Silva. Messi grabs the rebound. Alvarado with it. Working on Black. And Jones slams it home.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Orlando's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Caldwell Pope. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Isaac's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, he's aggressive offensively, and the versatility in that arsenal, when you look at his size, is what makes him, at times, unguardable.
Jones from outside. Black grabs the board. Black's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It will go down as their 48th win.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Jones, no luck. Well, Orlando's shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Pass to De Silva. There's 38 seconds left in the game. 5 to shoot. Houston, a three-pointer off the mark. And the Pelicans with possession here. Hawkins passes to Alvarado. Here's Ryan. He's covered by Isaac. Hawkins with it. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in.
Hawkins finessing his way to finding a window in close.
Here's Black. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.